Hi, I'm Tor Miller, and you're watching Favorites on Live in Limbo. My favorite fan interaction at a concert would have to be uh, the first gift I ever received from a fan, which was a bandana from this guy at Bonnaroo, which was my first Bonnaroo. So that was kind of a special experience. I'm sure there's like crazier stories, but that was the first. It was just a cool experience that someone wanted to give me something that they had worked on and made and that was important to them and felt I was worthy of having it. I think my favorite, like a milestone, I guess, as of yet, was opening for James Bay at Hammersmith or Hammerstein Ballroom, and just playing for 3,000 people to a sold out space was pretty incredible. This is a big achievement just because I had never even been able to afford a ticket to go to a show there, so to play it to a sold out house was pretty incredible. My most treasured musical object is probably my notebooks, which I wrote my lyrics in. When I'm stressed out, I like to write songs and play piano. Well, it takes my mind off of it. I can channel the experience into something positive. Well, I mean, I think I've been working on my album recently, and a moment which stood out was sort of when we first had written the arrangements, string and horn arrangements, and being able to hear those being played over my songs was pretty striking. My favorite part of filming the new music video is probably being backstage and hanging out with all the extras and feeling so awkward that I had to go around a corner alley and just hang out for a couple hours and not be around them. They were great people, but like it was so weird. Well, my management and we felt that the video should we made a mood board for directors, and we always kept referencing Dazed and Confused and Freaks and Geeks, so we kind of wanted to have that vibe. And then the director, Alyssa, came to us with this VHS retro thing, so it was kind of perfect match. My favorite artist right now, this year, well, I guess last year, my favorite artist would probably be Tame Impala. I love that Currents record, and the stuff he's put out before is really great. And then I got to see him at Terminal 5 in the city, and that was just a special show. Well, I think what makes Tame Impala unique is the sense that Kevin Parker is doing everything on his own, and in an industry where you're not really sure if people are even writing their own music. It's pretty incredible to see someone taking it by the reins, you know. My favorite song to perform live is one called Baby Blue, which I wrote. Well, that song is a deeply personal one, and so it's about a very profound period of my life, and so if I can share that with the crowd, then they really get an insight as to what I was experiencing. Besides Hammerstein, I got to play Queen Elizabeth Hall on the South Bank in London, and that was like my first experience playing for 1,000+ people, and I opened for Mark Lanegan, and it was pretty sick. And Mark Lanegan came up to me afterwards and totally freaked me out, but it was really sick. He just came out of the woodwork and came out of this corner, and he's like, "I really like your set. I thought it was great." He had this like Tom Waits thing going on. It was pretty sick. My favorite Instagram account is probably Eric Andre, because I just think he's a wild dude and interesting guy. What is my favorite lesson that I've learned thus far in music? Probably that I learned from one of my first teachers that there are really no rules to songwriting. I mean, there's a template that you can go by, but it's sort of whatever sounds good to you, and that you should do things that you feel are right, not what other people want to be hearing. Well, I think that you can expand your horizons and you can figure what you actually enjoy, and you can grow as an artist if you're really just concentrating on what you like and what you aspire to be, as opposed to what you think other people want you to be.